We are about to start. Okay, 24th regular session of the 21st City Council is now called to order. Invocation by Councilor Maximo Janjan Rodriguez, followed by the singing of Lupang Hinirang and the Cagayan de Oro March.
Please bow down for the prayer. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord God, we thank you for everything that you've done to us. Without you, Lord God, we are nothing. Without you, everything's impossible. Again, we offer everything to you. Our work, our careers, our mind, our body, our families, as well as our Cagayan de Oro. Enlighten us as we prepare and move to the future, especially in this year 2026, Lord God. Grant us your wisdom and protect us from harm, especially our families and friends, as well as our beloved Cagayanons. Keep us away from danger, keep us away from harm, keep us away from accidents. It is you, Lord God, that can dictate us to whatever purpose we have in this life. Again, we ask for your forgiveness, and we ask for your sorrow as well as your mercy. Mama Mary, please watch over us, especially our loved ones and our departed loved ones as well. Again, we offer everything to you, Lord God. Without you, we are nothing. Without you, everything's impossible. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with you. Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death.
Amen.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Kayang magiliw, hewas ng sinangalan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyag ka ng magiting, sa mandulupin, di ka pasisingil, sa nanagang tutok sa simoy at sa langit o bagaw. Ang tulakaw sa paglayang minamahal, ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na nag-iindig. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pang ay di magtitindig. Lumalang
Please be seated. Mr. Secretary, please do the roll call.
Honorable City Vice Mayor Jocelyn B. Rodriguez, Presiding Officer. For the First District Councilors, Honorable Desiree Ann M. Dahino, Honorable Roger G. Abaday, Honorable Juancho R. Pascual, Honorable Agapito Heriberto G. Swan, Honorable George Christopher Q. Goking, Honorable Moreno Y. Daba IV, Honorable Al P. Ligaspi Sr., Honorable Aimee Rose P. Moreno. For the Second District Councilors, Honorable Ivuna Yasini B. Imano, Honorable Maximo T. Rodriguez III, Honorable Paulo Nicolo Gaani, Honorable Jaylene Mercedes L. Balaba, Honorable Yanlam S. Lim, Honorable Enrico D. Salcedo, Honorable Hilda Ong Ogo, Honorable Edgar S. Cabanlas. For the ex-officio members, Honorable Marlo L. Tabak, Liga ng mga Barangay President, Honorable Kenneth Jan Disacala, City Escape Federation President, and Honorable Dato Roberto P. Cabaring, IPMR. There is quorum, Madam Presiding Officer.
Quorum is hereby certified. Maayong hapon sa tanan. Honorable members of the 21st City Council, maayong hapon. Kumusta inyong weekend? Okay ra? Anyway, of course, our friends from media are here right now. Our guests and visitors. Majority Floor Leader, maayong hapon kanyo. Wala pa ko. Nagwa kasi tawagan na mangtahuran na. Mga tahuran. Okay, of course, Mr. Secretary and the staff who are here right now, maayong hapon, and those who are watching us via live stream, maayong hapon. So I would like to ask, because murag napuno ang atong gallery, ang atong bali, kani bitang sa side, tanan staff sa ato ni nga end. Ang atong councilor staff are only allowed one only per councilor. Katulad yung photographer. Oo. So tanan dire photographer, and of course our staff, right? Ang dili photographer dito na lang siguro sa likod, daghan man lingkuranan. Anyway, thank you very much. So, Majority Floor Leader, you have the floor. Our ever active, ay balos ha, our ever active marathoner, young, dynamic Majority Floor Leader, Attorney Edgar Cabanlas.
Thank you very much to our stunningly gorgeous
Di
Vice
balos
Mayor,
yun.
enhanced by her beautiful attire now. Sada kay imo kwan.
Yeah. This was done by a
just right.
native sa Bukidnon, somewhere Bukidnon. Yeah. Yeah.
Members of the 21st City Council, friends and guests we have in the gallery, mga igsoonta sa Dakbayas Cagayan de Oro, mga kauban nato sa trabaho dinhi sa atong City Council, sa City Hall, may hapon sa tanan. Madam Chair, I move to dispense the reading of the minutes of the previous regular session of this council on January 19, 2024, and consider the furnishing copies thereof as reading itself.
Any second? Objection? Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
On the special report portion of our session this afternoon, we have 3 members of the City Council who intend to deliver the special reports. First is Councilor Enrico De Salcido with regards to road obstructions due to the construction of pedestrian overpass in the uptown area and in other parts of the city. Second would be Kagawad Roger Abaday with regards to the implementation of the local public transport route plan. And third would be Kagawad Jan Rodriguez with regards to the budget of the House of Hope. May I request, Madam Chair, that Councilor Salcido be recognized first.
Councilor Enrico Salcedo, you're recognized. Welcome back.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair, to my fellow honorable councilors, ug sa tanan lumulupyo sa dakbayan sa Cagayan de Oro, sa makausab, mayong hapon kanatong tanan. Isip chairman sa Committee on Public Utilities, o gitudlo sa atong halangdong mayor nga overseer sa akong mga pangandoy or atong mga pangandoy nga makita nato ang atong dakbayan nga dunay hapsay, plastar o insakto nga pagdumala sa dagan sa trapiko. Ingon pa man sukad sa akong paglingkod dayon akong gitutukan ang pag-revisit sa traffic code. Ang traffic code, Madam Chair, dili na to madali pag amend tungod kay dili ang purpose nato dili by piece ang pag-amend kun dili sa kinatibuk-an gyud, Madam Chair. Inubadan sa atong mga personay sa RTA gakamulo nami og amendar niini alang sa pagpalapad o pag-angay niini sa modernong panginahanglanon nato. Sa akong pagbisita sa may uptown area, ako nakita nga adunay road obstruction nga kahitabo tungod sa pag-construct og overpass diya tungod sa DSWD Masterson Avenue. Dako akong kalipay, Madam Chair, nga adunay gitukod sama ani nga proyekto nga ang tumong nga masiguro ang safety o convenience sa mga pedestrian. Apan, Madam Chair, kung kani nga proyekto mamahimong hinungdan nga maglisod ang mga commuter tungod sa halos giukupan ni niini ang isa ka lane sa dalan, lahi na kini nga isgutanan, Madam Chair. Makita ninyo kung atong tanawon sa video presentation nato, Madam Chair. Kung tanawon nato, Madam Chair, nagsulod na gid ang poste na nagit sa propose nga first lane kay kanang Master Zone, ang propose ana, Madam Chair, is 6 lanes. Busa sayang kayo susama sa nagtabo sa Puerto nga gidimulis ang atong overpass, Madam Chair. Ang pagsiguro sa hapsay nga dagan sa trapiko, Madam Chair, kay dako kayo ang epekto sa atong pangadawladlaw nga kalihukan. Labaw sa mubo sa oras sa pagbiyahe, ang epektibo nga pagdumala sa trapiko kay labing kinahanglan alang sa general welfare sa katawhan sa atong dakbayan. Madam Chair, I move to pass a resolution temporarily suspend the construction of the overpass located at Uptown Masterson Avenue due to road obstruction at the proper time, Madam Chair. And this resolution shall be addressed to the Secretary of DPWH with copies furnished to the Regional Director and District Engineer concerned. Daghang salamat, Madam Chair.
Thank you very much, Councilor Eric Salcedo. Unsa din na, di ko kasabot ha, ang iyang poste na sa sulod sa dalan, supposedly clear ka na ang dalan?
Balik na to, Madam Chair. Balik na
Okay.
to katong video presentation na to. Aman. Kana, ang poste niya, Madam Chair, oh. Stop.
Ang iyang poste na sulod sa dalan.
Kanang gikural mo nang propose gani na concrete na karon, Madam Chair. Mo nang propose nga first lane kanang gikural.
Supposedly dalan na siya
O dala na
ang
siya.
first lane
Dapat
para
unta-
diretso.
O, dapat uda gipa-atlas pa ni diri, Madam Chair.
Iatras para
Oh.
clear ang dalan kanang
Clear
naa
ang-
sa blue.
O kanang sa nang gikural blue.
Okay.
O.
Okay. Gets ko na. So, i-clear ang dalan kay para first lane. So, diretso-diretso, tuloy-tuloy. So, dili na butang structure para sa overpass.
Idaplin unta-
Ipadaplin lang gamay.
Ipa-daplin unta
Yeah.
na, Madam
Okay,
Chair.
okay.
Ah.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, Councilor Roger Abaday?
Sa Madam Chair and to my colleagues o labi na sa special reporter o okay na iyang observation. Ako sab naka-observe sa ko nga obstructing kayo nga ako ano. Pero before we come up with a resolution, how about mas mayo nga ato sa nang ipa-investigar ipatawag ang kanang kontraktor dinhi sa komite siguro sa engineering siguro para nga may bawa na to ug unsa kay cost no unsa kay remember if you lit that project so that's a government project so that will derail and that will be cause ano uh, financial reverses or makadugay the more ma-delay no ng atong project. So we come up with the proper investigation before we end in the end we reach up to the higher office siguro. That's my recommendation, Madam Chair.
Ako lang gani ang
Yes, Councilor
resolution
Eric
is
Salcedo.
temporarily suspend lang sa temporarily.
For discussion.
Oh, for
Yeah.
discussion kay i-refer pa nato sa Committee on Engineering.
Okay.
Kay kung dili nato i-temporarily suspend, nabi ko makatao na sila builder. Samot na nun kayo, Madam Chair.
Dako trabaho.
Dako na nun kayong trabaho. Whereas karon nga kung atong na temporarily suspend sa nato atong recommendation kay pwede naman to i-atras kung unsay
Yes.
may tabo niya kang gilder dayo instead ng bubo pwede ra sila musumpay, Madam Chair.
Yes.
Kay mo na nga nalimtan lang ako, sorry kay Councilor Abaday. Nalimtan lang ako pag-refer sa Committee on Engineering.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yes, Councilor Janjan Rodriguez.
Madam Chair, good morning sa atong colleagues, no? I just want to ask the good Councilor Eric Salcedo kung nakahangyo ba o nakapangayo na ba permit ang contractor from the RTA? Kay nga, no? Usually, no, kung may project, national project, manangid sana sa RTA. RTA lang. Actually, manangid and then maghatag lang dayon og kaning recommendation as to the traffic. I just want to know kung niagi na ba sa RTA.
Yes, Councilor Eric Salcedo.
Wala.
Because if I can remember kung pwede ibalik tong slide, ang imong pasabot 4-lane na naman na karon, di ba? Existing sa master zone. Sa pinakakilid, muna siya ang dili na dalan, di ba? Gutter na.
Dili.
Kay-
Same.
You see sa slide na ay mga grass, no?
Correct.
So diya siya nagsarado. I
Yes.
mean from the first lane to the gutter. Sakto ba?
Kung imong tan-aw gikan ka dito sa dito ka mo tan-aw pikas lugar.
Okay.
Siminto na ang nagsiminto DPWH.
Okay.
The same lagi wala lang na mo man diri.
So wala pa na human.
Okay.
So I just wanna clarify, Madam Chair, kay kung road gina siya, nagid siya, dapat na limpyuhan na
Yes.
to give way for our motorists, another third lane.
Oh.
Kay base sa akong nakita magyud, kanang gibutang na fence temporary naman na, no?
Temporary.
In the course of having the construction
In
na.
fact, Madam Chair kanang gibutangan og
Fence.
fence. Diya nag-stop ang concreting sa murag consider na to.
Supposedly, it's going to be a road.
Ah.
Nga diretso na onda siya, di ba?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Actually, Madam Chair, also, I just wanna include, no, bawal gina siya. Kay nga, no, kinanglan na pedestrian, na tao na makalusot diha. Kay unsaon niya, paglabang sa pikas na side, I mean, the same side, kung muadto siya sa second or first na street, dapat na pedestrian ana, di ba? Oh, so mora kana,
Okay.
Madam Chair, but base sa atong gitan-aw, nag-encroach gid siya dito sa iya gyud gisagad hangtod sa kaning main road. So kana lang, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Agi sa Committee sa Engineering, di ato may bawa, Madam Chair. Number 1, nabay FS, feasibility study. Second, katong nabay barangay clearance nga gikan sa barangay. Oh. Lugar, dagan mga pangutana na to, Madam Chair, kay kung unsa na siya kataas gyud, unsa gina ang propose diya kay sa akong nabawaan, Madam Chair, dalan gina katong kuan. Mana nga ang ako lang, usbon ako kang Councilor Abaday nga kung dili man gud nato temporarily lang sa stop, the more na dako kay problema nga makataod na sila og gilder dia, Madam Chair.
Okay.
Mana, thank you, Madam Chair.
Okay. Got your point. Yes, Councilor Ibi Mano.
May hapon sa tanan and thank you, Madam Chair. I would just like to ask general question. When did the project start?
When did it start?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Do you know? Do you have any idea, Councilor Eric Salcedo? Wala.
So it started maybe a few months ago. most likely, Madam Chair?
Maybe last year, yeah, a few months
Yeah.
ago, last year, yeah.
So this is a DPWH project, yes, Madam Chair?
That I do not know. Yes,
Can we ask DP?
yes, Councilor Eric.
Which barangay is this on? Is it Upper Carmen? Madam Chair?
Master Son is Upper Carmen,
Kaya di
diba?
ba dagang bitaw
Dua, Madam Chair.
Lulang, Lumbia,
Yeah.
Carmen man na.
Is
Dua
that,
involved,
is that
dua involved.
Upper Carmen?
Dua ang involved.
Okay.
Pika side is Carmen. Pika side is Malulang.
Okay.
Okay, so 2 barangays are involved. National project. It started maybe few months ago, Madam
Yes.
Chair. And then karon lang ta nagreklamo basin ani nga problem. But naman gud ni sa tong local government code, Madam Chair, nga kung naga ni project ang DPWH National regardless of time. Kung na project ang DPWH National, Madam Chair, usually mo coordinate man na siya sa
Yes.
local government, labi na kung pareha sa ani nga ma-issue bitaw ang
Correct.
traffic. And then last term, in the previous council, Madam Chair, kadumdum sad ko nga nahisgutan namo ni siya sa Committee on Public Utilities under Kagawad Kaliso. Kung wala ko nasayop, Madam Chair, nga gimando na gyud to siya nga kung naay programs from the national, close coordination with the LGU para dili ni siya mahitabo nga problem.
Yes.
So if it was a problem, it should have been a problem when it started. Dili nga karon pa. And then if ato ni siyang i-stop, then we would be stopping progress. Nagikan sa atong national. Although favor ko kang Councilor Abaday, Madam Chair, nga ato sang lantawon kung unsay na happen, basin pwede dili i-stop, or maybe if necessary ang working hours lang siguro nila para dili sila mudugang sa traffic, kay dili mangyud na nato mabangbang issue gyud ang traffic sa uptown. It's been very bad lately and it has not yet been fixed. So basin pwede ang oras lang siguro ana, Madam Chair, kung musugot ang atong good special reporter nga tanawon lang ang oras kung kano sa silang magtrabaho, basin pwede gabi if ever i-ease gamay ito ang ilahang koral. But if ato siyang ipastop, then it would be the LGU's part nga gidawat na ba na sa local government ang project from DPWH National nga ato ipahunong. And then dugay na ba sila nagsugod. Basin pwede i-investigate lang sa Madam Chair and refer it to the proper committee, Madam Chair, if so ever the good councilor would agree. Thank you very much.
Okay, yes, Councilor Eric.
Madam Chair, that's why bitaw, Madam Chair, gigamit na ko ang temporarily. Kay, kung dili na to pa stop temporarily, ang may tabuan na daw kung makataod na sila builder. Kung say decision sa DPWH, kung nakita nila in the future, dalan giday na, first lane giday na. Ang ako lang hangyo dahil sa Committee on Engineering, nga iasap as soon as possible. Kay dako nga problema sama panalitan ako nga i-cite example ang Puerto. Tungod kay walay feasibility study ang DPWH. Sa mo tanat ta sa DPWH in the first place. Nabay feasibility study. Pero ako nadunggan, Madam Chair. Kana nga pedestrian or overpass dili na dia originally. Gibalhin lang. Muna nga tanan, Madam Chair, gusto na to may bawaan. Muna nga gigamit na ko usbon ako temporarily. Kay ko in kaso igo na to. Wala may problema, Madam
Was
Chair.
there a coordination with the city or the RTA?
Hindi na to may bawaan during sa Committee on Engineering, Madam Chair.
Okay. Yes, Councilor Ali Gaspi, you have the floor.
May hapon, Madam Chair. Considering na magina sa akong committee, so mag-conduct ta og committee meeting by next week sa kana nga concern para nga mabalaan nato tanan kung unsa gyud naabata na kuan ba sila sa mga requisitos or compliance ba sila, so para nga mabalaan nato tanan by next week, Madam Chair.
Yes, okay. Thank you very much, Councilor Legaspi. Yet we continue with the resolution. What do you think? Majority Floor Leader, Attorney Edgar Cabanlas, you have the floor.
The issue here is whether that lane that where the post of the pedestrian overpass is being erected is the third lane.
Yeah.
If it is not a third lane, because the road is only limited to 4 lanes, then okay, padayon ka na. But if it is a 6 lane, tulog ka lane ni speakers, tulog ka lane ni speakers, so kung part ka na siya sa road, then I think the DPWH should be stopped
Okay.
because it would be illegal for the agency to construct that would be an obstruction of the road. Dili mo mabanggaan.
Common sense, di ba? Common sense man siguro.
O mabanggaan.
Og nailin dire, diretso-diretso lugar siya. Kaysa mo tipas siya.
Oh,
Ha?
kung lane ka niya, nastunga ka ng poste, dili pwede kay mabanggaan mo na sa mga sakyanan. So pwede dito i-up lane. And I think
Okay.
temporary stoppage I think is proper.
Okay.
In order to give us time to determine whether it is the report or the insinuation that it is constructed on a 6-lane is correct or not.
Okay. Thank you very much,
So
Majority
that would be
Florida.
included in our agenda, Turks, as part of the other matters.
Okay, thank you very much, Majority Floor Leader. So let us proceed. Our
The
next
next speaker is
Councilor Roger Abaday.
Abaday.
Yes, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Majority Floor, our Honorable Chair, Vice Mayor Jocelyn B. Rodriguez, my fellow members of the 21st City Council, and all our beloved people who are listening and watching us the stream live stream, and to our media practitioners o sa tanang katawan niya dinhi karon sa gallery, maayong hapon kaninyong tanan. My special report is on the matter of implementation of the LPTRP or Local Public Transport Route Plano of the city of Cagayan de Oro. Now, I rise today to present this report on the implementation of the Local Transport Route Plan or LPTRP of our city. Let me begin by saying this clearly, that the LPTRP is not simply a local policy choice. It is a national requirement. And more importantly, it is necessary step if we want a public transport system that is safe, organized, and responsive to the needs of our growing city. As of June 3, 2025, the city officially began the full implementation of the LPTRP. However, it was later suspended through an executive order number 198-2025-A issued by the Honorable City Mayor, following concerns raised by certain stakeholders who felt they were adversely affected by the changes, mga ruta. Now, while we acknowledge these concerns, we must also understand why the LPTRP exists in the first place. Now, under the Omnibus Franchising Guidelines, Department Order 2017-011, the LPTRP serves as the blueprint for all public transport route. Without an approved LPTRP, the Land Transportation Franchising Board or LTFRB cannot issue new franchises nor renew existing ones. Simply put, without this plan, modernization cannot move forward. Cagayan de Oro is one of the fastest growing cities in the country. And our transport system must keep pace with that growth. The LPTRP moves us away from outdated routes based on old habits and replaces them with data-based planning, ensuring that public transport actually serve where people live, work, and study. It also helps decongest our roads by prioritizing the high-capacity corridors. Kani ba high-capacity corridor? From Bugo to Lapasan, Uptown, Carmen. Muna silang mga traffic congested areas, no? So, and expanding access to our hinterlands and previously undeserved barangays. The plan also promotes order and safety. It tends the old system of on-street competition by establishing fixed loading and unloading areas and encourages transport consolidation, giving drivers more stable income, benefits, and protection instead of relying on the boundary system. That said, we also recognize that implementation has not been perfect. Many commuters experience confusion during the transition. Some drivers and operators express valid concerns about livelihood and the cost of modernization. Di sila kabayad sa ilang loan, kay loan man yung ilang mga sakyanan ng bago. So there were also infrastructure gaps, particularly the lack of completed loading and unloading bays when some routes were launched. Now these challenges are real, but they are not reasons to abandon the LPTRP. Rather, they are reasons for the City Council to step in and help refine its implementation. Moving forward, this council may consider supporting measures such as clarifying and amending our traffic ordinances, clearly identify legal loading and unloading zones, designing proper terminals and staging areas. Dito sila pundo o pick up sa certain sa karon wala gyud. So the LPTRP with the city's AI assisted traffic management system allowing temporary routes adjustment during emergencies or peak congestion. So meaning this will be integrated to our now starting pilot AI traffic system, kaning one system na. So kinahanglan ma-integrate na ni siya para for full implementation gamit na ni sa ato sa public, no? So and providing incentives or subsidies for transport cooperative serving development and hinterlands routes. Now, in closing, the full implementation of the LPTRP is a prerequisite to a true public transport modernization. A well-planned transport system benefits commuters, supports our transport workers, and contributes to a more progressive and organized city. Finally, let me emphasize that this special report is not meant to interfere with the prerogatives of the chief executive, but to exercise the council's oversight rule in support of the administration's vision for a smarter and more livable Cagayan de Oro. Now, therefore, Madam Chair and my colleagues, I respectfully move that this special report be referred to the Committee on Public Utility for further deliberation and for the possible formulation of legislative measures towards the implementation of the city's LPTRP. Daghang salamat. God bless us all.
Thank you very much, Councilor Roger Abaday. Any comment? Councilor Eric Salcedo, you have the floor. Nagkatawa lagi ka.
Katawa ko, Madam Chair, kung balik ko na ang background, ang lagang yung isuspend ang LPTRP is ang presiding chair, Magod. Anong nakakatawa ko, Madam Chair.
Actually, nato'y diferensya sa ordinance before.
Ako lang, Madam Chair, siguro, maraming panahon siguro nga, resolusyon na lang ipasa ni Councilor Abaday kung sa ako babalik sa akong committee Manggod, gisgotan na namo, Madam Chair, sa committee na to. Katong executive order issue ni Mayor nga nag-create si Mayor og executive order para pag-review
Yes.
sa katong LPTRP.
Mhm.
Karon sa pa nagsulod issue og executive order. Until now, walay during atong last sa patong meeting nato Councilor Abaday. Last week ta. Friday, Friday? Oh. Friday. Until tong Friday wala pa mag-convene ang kining unsa kining create ni mayor. Ambot I don't know. Kung anong wala mag-convene. Mana, Madam Chair, kung ibalik pa sa akong committee, akong ginanto kag atong last Friday, nga gitagaan ako timeline, 2 weeks. Siguro, Madam Chair, resolution na lang para i-lift, temporarily po, ang katong i-lift lang ang suspension, kay mag-i-dry run lang sa, Madam Chair.
Okay.
Dry run para, once nga mag-dry run man gud, nakita na to ang kinatibukan
Yeah.
nga unsa ang depekto kaysa piece by piece lang yapon, Madam Chair, paguman.
So pareho nga ruta gyapon sa una? Is the same route?
LPTRP katong gisuspend.
Lagi, that was suspended. Is the same route?
Dili na to i-appeal.
Dili na to.
Oh, katong lang naapektahan, Madam Chair.
Okay.
Oh. Katong wala maapektahe. I-lift na to kay intiro manggod LPTRP ang suspend, Madam Chair.
Okay. So we will. Yes, Majority Floor Leader, Attorney Edgar Cabanlas.
I was present also in that
Yeah,
decision
during
by
the
the
time.
mayor to
Yeah.
suspend the effectivity of the local transport implementation plan. That was because of, not only because of the request of the vice mayor, but there are
There's-
certain groups
Yeah, there's technicalities in the ordinance.
jointly requested the
Uh-uh.
mayor for a suspension. Now, the question is, can the mayor suspend? Yes, the mayor can suspend
Okay.
under the law.
Okay.
The mayor can suspend the effectivity of this LPTRP. On his thinking, on his findings, that the implementation of that ordinance would be detrimental or would not be effective at a certain point in time.
Yeah.
But the mayor is, of course, that is a suspension that was last year,
Last year pa to.
and the mayor created a group, a board to review. Yung nagbuhat siya board nga mag-review. Investigation committee. He names the members. How are the members?
Yes, Councilor Erickson.
And I think the members should convene.
Yes.
And in convening in order to force the members to convene, that initiative should come from Councilor Abaday and Councilor Eric Salcedo.
Yes.
And then, submitir sila sa ilang report to the mayor.
Mhm.
Oh. Kaya kung magpasarta din og resolution, na may board, so atong gi-undermine ang board. We remove the power of the board to suggest to the mayor when the mayor is supposed to get that information from the board, not from us.
Reaction lang, Madam Chair. Last year pa, nag-create until atong Friday, wala gid gyapon. Ang composition, tulora ka buok, Madam Chair. Pero galisod og convene.
Precisely why I'm getting the point of Majority Floor Leader.
Correct, Madam
Yes.
Ako,
Kamo na lang yun mo spearhead ana to convene the members. Otherwise, why may tabo?
Lagi. Mas gitagaan na to og 2 weeks timeline, Madam Chair. Pero tungod kay base hindi sila maminaw kay
Gipatawag na ninyo tagsa-tagsa.
wala
Wala.
kay ang chairman, Madam Chair, si Engineer Oclarit. Ang
Yeah, but the members.
member is ang city planning o ang city legal.
Oh, so convene na mo.
Gitagaan lagi na ako 2 weeks, Madam Chair.
Did you
Timeline.
condemn the members? The entire members?
Wala pa, Madam Chair, kay ato nga
Okay.
ato ra nga time ay ako nakabalo nga mo ni ang
Okay, then you proceed to convene. Refer to the committee, the two committees, so that you can work hand in hand, so that you can already start. How can you have a report without convening? So, ipa-convene sa with the members present, and of course, our end, and that we refer to the two committees. Para kamo nagduhaan na nga committee ba? So, you can start on that. Yes, Councilor Roger Abaday?
Madam Chair, I brought this issue to this honorable members of the council as a wake-up call to this investigation committee that was organized by the mayor, because there are plenty of things that they have to undergo. For example, if we will lift up the executive order and implement the LPTRP, the RTE is not ready for example, where is the loading and unloading designated loading and unloading area? Where is the terminal? Kani mga new routes karon, kani mga routes. So there is chaos on the part of our traffic. So I have to subscribe the pleasure of the majority or
No,
or
precisely why. Precisely why patawag na ninyo so that they can make a special report and refer to and recommend to the mayor. These things will never happen if you do not convene with the members. Patawag na gid sila. Precisely why you have a committee, kaya na naman, napurma naman na ang grupo, patawag para you can have it reported to the mayor.
I will hold up that responsibility of the chairman of the committee and the overseer of it.
Of course. Yes.
Speaker, Mr.
Madam Chair, nagatagtag 2 weeks na timeline at
Precisely, I was asking you again, did you call them? Did you send a letter to them?
gikuha na to, gitawag na to attention, Madam Chair. Pero
Well, nag-submit ba o ka ng letter para mahimo o mahimo sa committee hearing? Na-submit ba ang mga names? Gipatawag ba sila?
Madam Chair, ang
Wala.
chair is si Engineer Oclarit.
Precisely why? Then you have to coordinate with Engineer Oclaret.
Ako lang gimo, Madam Chair.
Oh.
Na ako'y instruction sa atong committee nga gitagaan tog 2 weeks timeline nga mahuman nila ang pag review sa
Then, you
LPTR.
take over. Overseer function. You take over. Do not let anybody do the job that they cannot do. So, I'm giving the what you call this, the responsibility to you, Councilor Eric Abaday. Eric Abaday ni noon. Eric. Eric Salcedo. Kamo sigurong duhag yun so that you can work hand in hand. Okay. Refer again to the committee on public utilities and Councilor Roger. Oh, member. Okay. Di inyo na nanduha. Vice Chair. So inyo na ginanduha. Then we will listen after probably when mahimo na nila, malihok na nila. Okay, let us proceed.
Councilor.
Oh, Councilor Janjan Rodriguez, you have the floor.
To our Vice Mayor Jocelyn Bebot Rodriguez, Majority Floor Leader Edgar Cabanlas, Minority Floor Leader Agasuan, my colleagues in the 21st City Council, mga kauban sa buhat, ug katawhan sa dakbayan maayong hapon kanato tanan. I would like to give a short special report for this afternoon regarding the House of Hope. As we all know, since the city government has taken over their operations, they have always been allocated the amount of 3 million per year for the integration of patients and other operational needs. This is on top of the 15 million pesos that has been allocated for salaries, medicines, supplies, and other essential needs of the facility that has been budgeted as it is now considered to be a part of the J.R. Borja General Hospital System. I am happy to report that the check for the 2023 budget amounting to 3 million has been released last December 19, 2025. In fact, I have a copy, Madam Chair, that I will give it to you after my speech, a copy of the check for another 3 million for the year 2024 for the House of Hope. Naghulat dito sa accounting kay wala pa niabot ang taga House of Hope.
Okay.
So, Madam Chair, as for the 2025 check, it is still being processed by our City Finance Office. Papasalamaton kita sa atong halangdo na mayor, Mayor Rolando Clarex Uy, sa iyang pagpaningkamot na matagan o patagad sa mga igsoon nato na naay mental illnesses and disabilities diri sa atong syudad. Dili nilalim ilang kondisyon. Busa ginaawhag nako ang tanan na magtidabangay kita para sa kayuhan sa tanan. Mapasalamaton pod ako sa atong 21st City Active Council headed by Vice Mayor Bebot Rodriguez. I would like also to give a gentle reminder to our CSWD and House of Hope focals to ensure proper and open communication with another as well as with other offices in the city government so that our resident patients as well as their healthcare providers will not be denied the proper financial, medical, and material aid at all times. Also, as a member of our mental health board, together with our partner, atong higala, Councilor Paulo Gaane, Chairman of Health, and as Mental Health Board Vice Chairman, kami, we will do our best to do what is needed for our beloved Cagayanons. Katawan, una sa tanan. May hapon.
Thank you very much. So we're glad that the check now is with the Finance Office. So we thank the Mayor, of course, the Finance Department for this new release of check. Probably they can, yes, Councilor Paulo Gaani.
Thank you very much, Presiding Officer, Honorable Vice Mayor Jocelyn Bebot Rodriguez. In the rejoinder lang sa special report of my good friend, Congressman Councilor Janjan Rodriguez. So, the Mental Health Board started convening last October 2025 for this year's 21st City Council. So, Monsignor Tex and his legal team was present on October, November, and December. Then, together with the Mental Health Board, we have come to an agreement that we will turn over the House of Hope to Monsignor Tex. But we are still formulating the memorandum of agreement,
Yes.
which we will meet up for tomorrow for their legal team to check. So if they agree, together with the memorandum of agreement, we will turn over it properly. But in terms of we will make sure that their needs are met, Madam Chair.
That's very good.
Yes.
Very good.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Okay. Thank you very much. I think the House of Hope is finally doing, properly doing the transition, no, for now, and that's a very big help. So thank you for thank you to Mayor Clarex and the Finance Office. Any more? No more? No more. Majority Floor Leader, Attorney Edgar Cabanlas.
No more, Madam Chair. We have a beautiful special report. So we proceed to our business today. Item 1, Turks, please.
Item number 1 is for omnibus approval. Proposed resolution numbers 2026-219 up to 2026-220. Declaring as operative in their entirety effective on the date fixed therein, the herein respective barangay ordinances covering the annual budget for calendar year 2026 of the herein enumerated sangguniang barangays, to wit: A. Barangay Ordinance Number 1, Series of 2026 of the Sangguniang Barangay of Barangay Baikingon with an estimated income of 8,688,604 pesos. And B. Barangay Ordinance Number 002-12, Series of 2025 of the Sangguniang Barangay of Barangay Puntud with an estimated income of 28,510,420 pesos.
Madam Chair, may I request Councilor Ali Gaspi be recognized?
Councilor Ali Gaspi, you're recognized.
Madam Chair, I move for the approval of the proposed resolution number 2026-219 to 2026-220.
Any second? Objection? Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve on second final reading.
Second. Objection? Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
Item 2, clerk.
Item number 2 is for omnibus approval, proposed resolutions numbers 2026-221 up to 2026-224. Declaring as operative in their entirety effective on the date fixed therein, the and respective Sangguniang Kabataan resolutions covering the annual budget for calendar year 2025 or 2026 as the case may be. Of the herein mentioned Sangguniang Kabataan of the barangays of Cagayan de Oro City to wit. A. Resolution number 3 series of 2025 of the Sangguniang Kabataan of Barangay Pigsagaan covering its annual budget for calendar year 2025 with an estimated income of 484,949 pesos. B is resolution number 44 series of 2025 the Sangguniang Kabataan of Dansulihon with an estimated covering its annual budget for calendar year 2026 with an estimated income of 1,261,472 pesos. C resolution number 38 series of 2025 of the Sangguniang Kabataan of Barangay Nazareth with covering its annual budget for calendar year 2026 with an estimated income of 2,240,707 pesos. And D, resolution number 2025-40 of the Sangguniang Kabataan of Makabalan covering its annual budget for CY 2026 with an estimated income of 2,816,049 pesos.
Madam Chair, may I request Councilor Kenneth Jan D. Sakala be recognized?
Councilor Kenneth Sakala, you recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And I move for the approval of proposed resolution numbers 221 to 2026-224-2026. Thank you.
Any second? Objection? Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve on second final reading.
Second. Objection? Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
Item 3, proposed resolution number 2026-225, re-accrediting the herein enumerated civil society organizations, people's organizations in the city of Cagayan de Oro for purposes of their membership in the local special bodies pursuant to DILG Memorandum Circular number 2025-060 and Article 64, Rule 13 of the Rules and Regulation implementing the 1991 Local Government Code to wit. 1. Kugon Agora Motorila Operators and Drivers Association, Kamuda. 2. RBMC 29 CDO and Suburban Inc. May I request, Madam Chair, that Councilor Maximo T. Rodriguez III be recognized.
Councilor Judge Rodriguez, you recognized.
Thank you. Move to approve proposed resolution number 2026-2025.
Any second? Objection? Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve on second final reading.
Second. Objection? Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
Number 4, proposed ordinance number 2026-185, granting exemption from payment of amusement tax to the Xavier Stage of Xavier University Ateneo de Cagayan, represented by its production manager, Miss Jumi Cello Bigel, covering its theatrical play entitled Agatha Christie's 10 Little Indians on February 23 to 28, 2026 at the Little Theater, Xavier University, this city. May I request, Madam Chair, that Councilor Yan Lam Lim be recognized.
Councilor Yan Lam Lim, you recognized.
Move for the approval of ordinance number 2026-185.
Any second? Objection? Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve on second and final reading.
Second? Objection? Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
Item 5, proposed ordinance number 2026-186, authorizing the Honorable City Mayor Rolando A. Oy, representing the City Government of Cagayan de Oro, to enter into and sign the Memorandum of Agreement contract affiliation with the University of Science and Technology of Southern Philippines, Cagayan de Oro campus, represented by its system president, Dr. Ambrosio Cultura II, covering the collaboration of the parties in the clinical training, hands-on practice of the latter's Doctor of Medicine students at the G. Arbora General Hospital, City, under the terms and conditions stipulated therein. May I request, Madam Chair, that Councilor Paulo Nicolo Gaani be recognized.
Councilor Paulo Gaani, you recognized.
I move for the approval of proposed ordinance number 2026-186.
Any second? Objection? Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve on second final reading.
Second? Objection? Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
Madam Chair, may I move to you for the inclusion of items 6 to 10 in our session this afternoon.
Yes, Councilor Roger Baday.
With your permission of this, the permission of this Honorable Council, I move that for inclusion, a resolution for appreciation and commendation of the following: Mr. Luigi Villacampo Molina of Puntod, who was responsible of arresting the hold upper last June 8 dito sa Osmeña Street, and recovered an firearm of 45 caliber. Now the suspect is now the case was now filed in court, and the two traffic enforcers were also assessed, leading to the arrest of the suspect in robbery hold up. Traffic enforcer Angelico Ocab, traffic enforcer Luigi Smart E. Robera, Madam Chair, my colleagues, subject for styling for the context of the appreciation and commendation. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Any second? Objection? Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
Okay. Item 6, Madam Chair. Proposed
Yes.
ordinance number 2026-187, authorizing the Honorable City Mayor Rolando A. Oy, representing the City Government of Cagayan de Oro, to sign the deed of donation and acceptance with the Department of Health, represented by its Director for Sulpicio Henry Ligaspi Jr., covering the latter's donation of 1 unit thermal ablation medical equipment intended to enhance and support the delivery of essential health services at the G.R. Bora General Hospital, the city, under the terms and conditions stipulated therein. May I request Councilor Gani be recognized, Madam Chair.
Councilor Paulo Gaani, you recognize?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, Majority Floor Leader. I move for approval of proposed ordinance number 2026-187.
Any second? Objection? Yes, any comment? Yes, Councilor Ibi Mano.
Thank you again, Madam Chair. Just a clarification, because I was reading through the attachments of item number 6, Madam Chair, and I would just like to ask now for general knowledge and for inquiry of everybody. Kani bitang thermal ablation equipment nga i-donate to JRBGH? Is it microwave ablation, Madam Chair, or is it the radio frequency ablation? Because there's two kinds. And I'm asking lang for everyone to know.
It's not stated in.
No, Madam Chair,
attachment?
it's not there. And I
Yes,
read through it. And sa deed of donation also, Madam Chair, I also read, that was the first one, the question. The second one is, I would just like to inquire kay sa Brandman Good, it said Liger, L-I-E-G-E-R, but I was going through, I was researching about it, and I also asked my sister who happens to be a surgeon, and she said nga it should be L-I-G-R, so basin lang, nasayop lang, typo lang siguro siya, but I think if deed of donation and acceptance siya, it should be corrected. Kaya dapat sakto atong files.
Okay.
And second, Madam Chair, since we are, of course, we are very grateful for this donation, Madam Chair. Mag-ask lang ko if we have technician or nabatay na train nga mag-operate for the said nga equipment. Kay basin magdawat pwede magamit.
Okay. Councilor Paulo, would you like to answer? What is this? Microwave or
Thank you,
Radio
Madam Chair.
frequency, yes.
Last,
radio frequency or microwave?
actually,
Yes.
I didn't ask Dr. Perez about it, but he said nga, I will confirm it with Dr. Perez, then I will inform the good counselor. But this is,
You inform everybody, Madam Chair, not just me. We inform everybody kay para man sa atong
iuna
pilihan.
ka kay, ikaw may nag-question. But I will also inform everybody.
Yes.
What is this for? I do not know.
Madam Chair, ako na lang magtubag. Madam Chair, kuani siya. It is
Is
non-invasive
this a
siya.
new machine?
Yes, Madam Chair. Actually, non-invasive siya, Madam Chair, nga machine. Actually, kay among mama unta gamitan ani, but she
Mm.
never had the opportunity. So yes, I have knowledge about
What's that
it.
for?
Kuan siya, ang ablation, Madam Chair, kuan siya, series of kanang thermal frequency to break down tumor. Precancerous siya.
Okay.
Yeah, precancerous siya nga medication, Madam Chair.
Okay.
But kani siya, sa akong research is actually for kanang sa cervix. So muto gaas ko if we have a surgeon basically or an OB-GYN
Perform.
going to perform it.
Yeah.
Kay
Nana
para,
gid siguro kay ngano nang order man.
di man siya order, donated man siya.
Donated.
Donated by the
Councilor Paulo,
DOH.
kay gidonate man day ni, naba ni doktor nga mo.
Actually, Madam Chair, gikan na siya sa Department of Health.
Like,
Accept gid nato na siya. Actually, na
Of course.
doctor gid ana mo.
Nana gid na siguro.
Nagid.
Yeah.
Dili man nato na dawaton kung wala,
Kung wala.
Madam Chair.
Yes.
so you have someone trained to use it.
Of course. Kay
Kay-
kung imong dawaton,
Doctor, kabalo si Dr. Perez, anak, Madam Chair, kay
Yeah.
John Puta.
kung imong dawaton ang kaning i-donate sa imo, dapat napoy technician.
Yes,
Nagi
dapat,
sa
Madam
padi
Chair.
who will operate
Yes.
the machine.
And
Okay.
not all, actually, for not all
So is
surgeons
this
will
the
also-
only one machine that is available in Cagayan, or the entire city has this machine?
We asked Doc Paulo,
Doc
Madam
Paulo?
Chair.
Ayaw na pangunta na kan Dr. Perez. Dapat na
I think-
sa lain nga kuan.
No, I think
hospitals.
mas confirm na siya, Madam Chair, because when we nag-spoke me ni Dr. Perez ana, ang
Ah.
yun niya is deed of donation. So automatic ni kuan ko nga sige kay
No, I
ayaw-
mean, do we have other hospitals have this kind of machine?
I do not know about that, Madam Chair. Depende kung government ba or private hospitals.
Okay.
Yeah, I
thank you
think so,
very
Madam
much.
Chair, because we have one trained doctor in the city who's actually trained to do it, and that's Dr.
Sa asa?
Marco Sanjak in Cagayan de Oro, Madam Chair.
What hospital?
My sister did not specify,
Okay.
but they have.
Okay.
So ako lang, Madam Chair, ako lang ni siyang giklaro, kay of course sa JRB biya siya ibotang. So kung pangutanon ta, at least kabalota.
Yeah.
And maybe also, the good chairman of the Committee on Health, Madam Chair, could also check kay per session ani Madam Chair na may bayad, although maybe not to the
Lesser.
patients, but for us sa maapilan, ma-allocate na nato siya ginsakto nga budget also. So thank you for the clarification, and I will wait for the answer of the good chairman. Thank you.
Okay. You answer next session. Okay, thank you very much, Councilor Paulo Gaani. Let's proceed, Majority Floor Leader.
There is a pending motion for approval, Madam Chair.
Napapending.
Oo.
Any second? Objection. Hearing none, motion is carried.
Move to approve on second final reading.
Second, objection. Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
Item 7, Turks, please.
Item 7 is proposed ordinance number 2026-188. Authorizing the Honorable City Mayor Lando A. Uy, representing the City Government of Cagayan de Oro, to enter into and sign the Memorandum of Undertaking with the Department of Public Works and Highways, Cagayan de Oro City, 2nd District Engineering Office, represented by its District Engineer, John Paulo C. Lisondra, covering the implementation of the following calendar year 2025 Farm to Market Road projects with a total project fund of 33 million pesos under the terms and conditions stipulated in the MOU hereto attached to it. A. Name of the project, concreting a Barangay Bugo FMR Phase 2, located in Barangay Bugo, Cagayan de Oro City, with a total project cost of 16,500,000 pesos. And B. Concreting a Barangay Kugman FMR Phase 3, located in Barangay Kugman, Cagayan de Oro City, with a total project cost of 16,500,000 pesos.
Madam Chair, may I request Councilor Ali Gaspi be recognized?
Councilor Ali Gaspi, you recognize.
Madam Chair, I move for the approval of the proposed ordinance number 2026-188.
Any second? Objection? Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve on second final reading.
Second, objection. Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
Item 8, proposed ordinance number 2026-189, authorizing the city mayor to provisionally suspend the implementation of ordinance number 14726, 2024, otherwise known as the Purok Development Program Ordinance of 2024, as amended, effective January 2026, pending further review of its pertinent provisions by the city legal officer and the local finance committee, particularly on Purok incentive system, research parameters, criteria, and point system, among others. May I request Councilor Kenneth Sakala be recognized, Madam Chair.
Councilor Kenneth Sakala, you recognize?
Move for the approval of proposed ordinance number 2026-189. Thank you.
Any second? Oh, query? Yes, Councilor Ibi Manoy.
Madam Chair, I would just like to inquire, no, this ordinance was approved last
2024.
April 22 of 2024, and actually I was absent then, so I would just like to ask, just want a few clarifications because I was also watching through live, Madam Chair. Mangutan na lang ko nga after counting until December of 2025, Madam Chair, 20 months naman ang nilabay. Ngano, kanya ako, klaruhon lang ha, ngano karon pa man siya isuspend for amendments or for further review. And then I do remember that then, well, not to speak in behalf of the minority, but I do remember nga there were points taken then that were not considered, not even in the committee level. So mangutan na lang ko, why do we suspend this now again after 20 months? Na gani is ordinance 3,000 per month plus 3,000 additional for the federated president of the barangay, no, of the purok. So ako lang taw, again, why just now? What are the what are the problems? And I do remember also in the late of last year, Madam Chair, nakahatag naman siguro taog sweldo. And as I've heard, although not the 20 months, maybe not 20, but since June of last year man sila nagsweldo ta. Although not complete ang atong nahatag sa ilang nga sweldo. But there was salary given or release of their incentive late of last year. So mga tayo lang ko, Madam Chair, ngano, why just now after 20 months? Given the point
Can answer.
given. Yeah, I want to.
Was this implemented?
Yes.
Was the salary given to this program?
That's a good question, Madam Chair.
Yes, Councilor Alam Lim, you have the floor.
Madam Chair, this was not properly organized because that's why we are going to review. Wala sa presidente gi-organize for 20 months already kung kinsagyud ang mag-head sa all focal person.
Precisely why I was questioning because
That's what
as I've heard, Barangay Nasan did not implement
there
this.
will be
And the other barangays,
there will be scrutinized kung nag-duty ba sila o
then that's why I'm asking whether salaries were given because I don't think so.
Last
natagaan.
last year, Madam Chair.
Na-implement
Very
yun siya, Councilor Alam Lim?
I
Kanina
think
program?
last year na meron
Implement?
sila. Na meron. And
There was.
this year,
In this ordinance, this
Yeah.
program?
Yes.
they were given already.
So selected, a few selected lang.
All they're given already. That's why,
Maybe not all, Madam Chair.
Yeah.
we temporarily stop and di balas atong bayaran, atong i-review kung really there is no organization like president, kung kisagil mag-head, o nag-duty bagid sila. So that's subject
Probably a few barangays,
Thank you.
but not all barangays, I understand.
But
Okay,
yung nasa ordinance, Madam Chair, 80 barangays ba ya?
yeah,
There
but
are
then
breaches that
even
were
if
not made,
there's
that
any
were not
80 barangays, but then if the
implemented.
barangays does not implement it, then what can we do? Yeah,
So,
okay, yeah. Okay, yes, Majority Floor Leader, Attorney Edgar Cabanlas.
This is part of our oversight function as City Council. Those questions will be answered later on once the review is conducted.
Yeah.
why
Okay.
did we not review it then, Madam Chair, properly yet?
Probably they can start reviewing with the committee on
Yes.
committee ni Councilor Alam Lim.
Yeah, mayo
Because
ta.
now there is already this what you call this a further review, meaning they're going to discuss
Karon
again.
pa.
Yes. So with the committee of Councilor Alam Lim. Yes, Councilor Roger. So I'm sorry. Is your query answered?
Yes, I would listen to further discussion,
Okay.
Madam Chair. Thank you.
Councilor Roger Abaday, you have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Chair, my colleagues. No. Actually, there is no hard and fast rule. If the law is no longer applicable, then it's subject for amendments or revision. In the same proposed ordinance, the mayor has found out that all those were designated to as the development officers barangays were not effective, so it will not the mayor has the prerogative to reorganize for purposes of public service, Madam Chair.
Probably because it's going to be reviewed. Yes, Majority Floor Leader, Attorney Governors.
I mean, the authority does not mean that I mean, it could be up or down. It could be we could increase it could be positive effect. It could be a negative effect, or maybe in the middle portion of the entire program. Pero ang atong problema is we have to review.
Again,
Tanaw na to na kung kuan ba kini
visible.
kaya naman gina. The laws are subject to review, and that is part of our duty as members of the City Council to check. So mula na wala man ni problema. We could change the tenor of the ordinance. We could increase the number of the focals or who are persons that will be affected here. We could increase their allowances, or we could reduce. It depends on what would be the result of the investigation.
And the barangays have the power also.
Yes. So,
Okay? For so we will
second,
approve. Second? Objection? Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
move to approve in second final reading.
Second?
With
Okay.
one
There's
abstention.
abstention. Okay, so one abstention.
There
Okay,
is no
one
objection.
abstention, there's no objection. The three abstention and the rest are for approval. Okay na, Mr. Secretary? Okay, thank you very much. So objection, yes, three abstention. So any objection? Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve in second final reading. Would be the same number of votes.
Same number of votes. And there's manifestation, yes, Councilor Agaswan?
Thank you, Madam Chairman. To practice our oversight function, can we respectfully ask the Chairman on Appropriations to discuss this on the committee level also, Madam Chairman?
Okay.
Evaluation.
So we refer that to the committee level, to Councilor Alam Lim. Okay, thank you. Any objection? Same number of abstention? So hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
Item 9, proposed resolution number 2026, commending the Honorable City Mayor Rolando Ioy for successfully hosting the Ambassador of the European Union and the ambassadors of the European Union member states who officially visited the city last January 16, 2026 to explore opportunities and to partner with the city on various projects, including reducing traffic congestions and subject to styling. May I request Councilor Maximo T. Rodriguez be recognized, Madam Chair.
Councilor Janjan Rodriguez, you recognize?
Thank you. Move to approve proposed resolution number 2026-226.
Any second? Any objection? Hearing none, motion is hereby carried.
Short
Yes.
manifestation, Madam Chair.
Move to
Yeah,
approve.
second muna, then manifestation. Continue, Majority Floor Leader.
Move to approve
Second,
in second final reading.
any second? Yes, this manifestation from Councilor Janjan Rodriguez.
Short lang. Okay, thank you. Again, subli, may hapon na nato tanan, no? I would like to commend our City Mayor, Rolando Clarksoy, for his successful facilitation of the recently concluded visit made by the 16 ambassadors from the European Union. This visitation consisted of various activities, notably their welcome at the Laguindingan Airport, courtesy visit to the City Mayor's office, and welcome dinner held at Lux Hotel. And of course, the anti-OSAIC Golden Justice Zone stakeholders meeting held at the Liceo de Cagayan University, which I was a part of in my capacity as the chairperson for the Committee on Social Services. Mapasalamatan ako nagipahigayon kini na aktibidad kay natagan ta og opportunity na i-present ang mga bagong lakang sa 21st City Council headed by our City Vice Mayor Bebot Rodriguez against anti-OSAIC. It was a productive and fruitful endeavor as we were able to show that Cagayan de Oro is serious in its efforts to ensure the safety and protection of our children. Moreover, I would like to thank and commend our mayor again for trusting my fellow councilors and I to represent the local government unit to the EU-headed local inception workshop for the Green LGUs project held last January 21 to 22, 2026. Tungod ani ni seminar, nahatagan mi og mga bagong idea kung saan nato na mahimong opportunity ang atong problema karon sa basura sa atong syudad. This is also in line with our commitment to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Subli, daghang salamat sa atong mayor, sa atong Vice Mayor Bebot Rodriguez, sa 21st City Active Council sa ilang pagpadingkamot na bakabot nato ang atong mga tumong aron atong mabutang nato ang katawhan una sa tanan. Good afternoon and thank you.
Thank you very much. Actually, it is a very, very, for me, a very productive event that time. I happened to sit with the ambassador of Denmark and ambassador of Austria. We talk about poverty, we talk about flood control. Just so it's a very educational. We had exchange of ideas, and this opportunity for me is really meaningful. Kaya usay rabi ta makatupad og ambassador. And then makalibog pag ko ini-pronounce sa pilang mga apelyido, lisod kaayo. It took me 2 days to learn to pronounce their last names. Lisod. But then I'm very grateful to the mayor for this chance and the opportunity to be with these ambassadors all over, no? So in fact, our councilors had the chance also to sit with them. Gibulag-bulag man ni sila, and that way we were able to come up into ideas and probably help the city in the near future. So thank you very much, Mayor Clarksoy. And those who are present, I thank you also. Councilors who are present, I thank you also for the support. Thank you very much. Katong wala ni present, di ko mo thank you.
So,
Next time you have to be there. Diba?
Okay.
Okay.
Move to second reading. Approve
Yeah.
of second reading.
And a second
Second.
objection. Hearing none, motion is by Karil.
Item 10, proposed resolution number 2026-227, earnestly requesting the DPWH to temporarily suspend the construction of the pedestrian overpass at Masterson's Avenue, uptown area of the city for reportedly encroaching portion of the said road. May I request Councilor Enrico Di Salcedo be recognized?
Councilor Eric Salcedo, you recognize.
Proposed resolution number 226-228.
227.
227.
Di para na
I move for approval, Madam Chair.
Any second?
Second.
Any objection? Hearing none? Okay. There are 3 abstention, the same number of approval. So any objection? Hearing none, motion is by Karil.
Move to approve on second final reading.
Second? Same abstention? Any objection? Hearing none, motion is by Karil.
Item 11, proposed resolution 2026-228, commending Mr. Luigi Villacampa Molina of Barangay Puntod, who was responsible for the capture or arrest of the robberies suspect last January 8, 2025 at Tasmania Street, as well as TE, a traffic enforcer, Jericho Ocab, and Traffic Enforcer Luigi Smart E. Rivera for assisting in the arrest of the suspect. Proponent, Councilor Roger Abaday and Enrico Salcido.
Murag di sila partner ana nga time.
It should be the two
Murag-
should be
Oh.
the sponsors here because it involves members of the RTA.
Ah,
So may I request Councilor
Yes,
Roger
sila
Abaday
din,
be
di ba?
recognized, Madam Chair.
yes, Councilor Roger Abaday.
I am
Yes.
favorably moved to approve that proposed resolution number 2026-20 28, 25. 28. Napa. Harap na 2028 lang. That, moving for approval.
Any second? Objection? Hearing none, motion is hereby approved.
Move to approve on second final reading.
Second, objection. Hearing none, motion is hereby approved.
There being no other matters to tackle, Madam Chair, may I move for the adjournment.
Okay, behave. Any second? Objection? Hearing none, motion is hereby approved. Session adjourned. God bless us all.